Hi, my name is Kristen. I am not an alcoholic, but I did grow up in a 12-step program. My mother spent the years in active sobriety between my ages of 9 and 15 and a half. I sat in the back next to the Mr. Coffee Maker, and I listened and I learned. So when you are around people who literally have reached their rock bottom and come to believe in a power greater than themselves that can restore them to sanity, and you sit in those rooms and you observe and you listen, you learn a lot of things. I'm 43 now. A couple of things that I still do on a daily basis that I would not do unless I was raised in a 12-step program. Let's get into it. The number one thing that I still do to this day is live my life one day at a time, because if I thought I had to do this shit forever, I would probably die. The number two thing that I do is I still read meditation books. This is a Hazelden meditation series. This particular one is The Language of Letting Go from Melody Beattie. I love Melody Beattie, grew up on Melody Beattie, have always loved Melody Beattie. She is, if you don't know, the author of Codependent No More. If you are watching this and you feel that you should pick up a book called Codependent No More, I definitely guarantee you that you need it. Let's read December 29th. The title is Moving On. The quote at the beginning says, "Learn the art of acceptance. It's a lot of grief." And that is from Codependent No More. Sometimes, as part of taking care of ourselves, it becomes time to end certain relationships. Sometimes it comes time to change the parameters of particular relationships. This is true in love, in friendships, with family, and on the job. Endings and changes in relationships are not easy, but often they are necessary. Sometimes we linger in relationships that are dead, out of fear of being alone, or to postpone the inevitable grieving process that accompanies endings. Sometimes we need to linger for a while to prepare ourselves to get strong and ready enough to handle the change. If that is what we are doing, we can be gentle with ourselves. It is better to wait until that moment when it feels solid, clear, and consistent to act. We will know. We will know. We can trust ourselves. Knowing that a relationship is changing or is about to end is a difficult place to be in, especially when it's not yet time to act, but we know the time is drawing near. It can be awkward and uncomfortable as the lesson draws to a close. We may become impatient to put closure on it, but not yet feel empowered to do that. That's okay. The time is not yet right. Something important is still happening. When the time is right, we can trust that it will happen. We will receive the power and the ability to do what we need to do. Ending relationships or changing the boundaries of a particular relationship is not easy. It requires courage and faith. It requires a willingness on our part to take care of ourselves and sometimes to stand alone for a while. Let go of fear. Understanding that change is an important part of recovery. Love yourself enough to do what you need to do to take care of yourself. And find enough confidence to believe that you will love again. We are never starting over. In recovery, we are moving forward in a perfectly planned progression of lessons. We will find ourselves with certain people in love, family, friendships, and work when we need to be with them. When the lesson has been mastered, we will move on. We will find ourselves in a new place, learning new lessons with new people. No, the lessons are not all painful. We will arrive at that place where we can learn, not from pain, but from joy and love. Our needs will get met. Today, I will accept where I am in my relationships, even if that place is awkward and uncomfortable. If I am in the midst of endings, I will face and accept my grief. God, help me trust that the path I am on has been perfectly and lovingly planned for me. Help me believe that my relationships are teaching me important lessons. Help me accept and be grateful for middles, endings, and new beginnings. The Language of Letting Go. Melody Beattie.